Of course, I was really excited to be directed by Russell. I always admired him as an actor, so the fact that he was going to direct his first was really interesting, and I was very curious, you know. Obviously, he was going to be my partner too, so it's kind of, he was two in one. And the story was really appealing because it's a period film. I always wanted to be a part of a period film. And I've only done it once, and it was a long time ago, and the part was completely different. So this was a real dramatic and romantic role. There was a lot of research to do. My character speaks a different language, so that was even more difficult because I had to act in Turkish, which I never spoke before. Of course, the preparation was quite thorough. I watched, you know, the documentaries on the war, on the Gallipoli battle, and also went to Istanbul to research on women and the traditions that women have to follow, and that really helped me to understand my character much more. So when I traveled to Istanbul, I met with all these women just to understand traditions and to, well, you know, some were teaching me how to do the coffee fortune reading because I had to do that in the film, so that was a part of it. But also, one particular woman was in the same in the same situation as my character Aisha, and she was pressured to marry the brother of her deceased husband, and she was also opposing it like Aisha. So quite the same story. She had two kids, and it was important for me to understand, you know, why she was opposing, and you know, whether it's a normal tradition. And I realized with surprise that it's still the same tradition nowadays than it was 100 years ago, and that it didn't change. So I definitely learned that. But I understood also, I needed to understand, you know, why she wouldn't just blindly follow the tradition, why she was opposing. And, you know, she made me understand that it was because of her kids that she wouldn't do that. And you can see that in the film. It's Aisha's child, Aisha's little boy, who we could say almost chooses her man for her. It's not her, it's a child. Yeah, I think that the fact that Russell is an actor made things much easier. To me, well, first of all, of course, he was two in one, so he was the same person I was acting against and who was directing me. So it's in communication, it's much easier. But it's not even that. It's his directing actors. It's the language to the actors that he speaks, which is really different from other directors, because other directors that I worked with were not actors. You know, a lot of directors speak an actor's language, but some don't. And the direction of an actor and the understanding the psychology and what an actor feels being in front of the camera really helps that, and the whole experience was quite effortless, and you know, it was quite a pleasure, and we always finish on time. It was really very smooth. It felt like he's directed before, quite honestly.